Frost.
Up here in the top right, in the teal, the Zerg player for SK Telecom T1. He is
SK Telecom T1 Su.
Back-to-back GSL finalist wants to get a third one under his belt. He's up against the Terran to the top left, the Marine Prince.
G&Air Green Wings Maru.
Did not drop a single map in the round of 16 to get here, but he has not had an easy night tonight.
Yeah. Rubbing the tears out of his eyes. Of course, that is from his dry eyes. He is dropping some stuff in there, but it's funny to think, you know, playing as a Terran against a Zerg that many times, new micro so hard for basically 20 minutes straight. Maybe less, maybe like 15 minutes straight. You have got to be so stressed, so tired, and now you have to play another match against the same guy who just beat you in a game like that.
He picked a big map for it. Goes into Reapers. Hatch first here for Su. Let's see how Maru wants to follow this up. I mean, he could just play a straight-up game. The reason why that last game is so exhausting for Maru is if you play the style that's turtly for Maru and just super greedy economic mode where you go into econ and upgrades and you just sit back, is that you let the Zerg do whatever he wants. And then suddenly the Zerg player has this heavily upgraded, massive, expensive army with Ultralists, ton of Mutalists. Then you're just stuck with like, well, I have better upgrades, but once that window is closed, this bank that Su has built the entire game allows him to do whatever he wants. And I can't get out of the bio. That's how this matchup works. So how do I get out of this? I have to keep fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting. As a Terran player, you're the one who has to micro. You're the one who has to split your units. The Zerg player does have to micro, obviously, to a certain extent, right? And, you know, in the case of that last game, micro your Mutalists. Make sure they don't fight against the Marines too much. Make sure they're targeting down medevacs. Make sure your Ultralists don't overextend. There's things like this. Okay, we do have a Dream Bunker here, and these drones are, like, so aware of it. He's like, not even giving the bunker a chance.
Yep, very ready for that. Will get one drone, which he does do only because of the bunker, but he is going to lose that SCV. Equal trade so far. Reaper now microing against those 6 Zerglings. Another one on the way. He drops the CC on the low ground as well.
Yeah, with this many Reapers, and he easily get that CC on the low ground, no problems. And Factory going up behind this, of course. He's forced a lot of links here, actually.
Yeah, I believe he went up to 8 there in total. Gonna switch back into these drones as the Queens do pop out. They should be able to easily defend against the Reapers. Third Reaper comes out.
Yeah, going all the way into the 3 makes this so much easier to really harass the Zerg and keep him off your back while you take up at home. Well, let's see how much he commits to this. I mean, with 3 Reapers and a lot of Hellions, might be able to keep those Queens back and delay the third base for a while.
This is a style we see a lot in Pro League, actually, in TVZ.
Ooh, can he get that Queen?
Oh, pokes in a little bit too far, but saves the Reaper.
That's brave to go up on the high ground there. Those Lings, if they were just a little bit further to the left, would have actually killed one of the Reapers. Now going up to full health again. I think he's going to try to assassinate that Queen. Maybe not. Command Center planted here on the low ground as part of the wall. Third base. And here come those Hellions. Tech Lab down here on the barracks, and no starport just yet. Could also try to mech in these positions. We haven't seen Maru do that yet today. I don't think he would, but it's not a bad map for it, and his build is going that way.
Yeah.
It could be.
Could definitely be.
Stem.
Oh.
There's no extra factories.
As I'm saying that, well, gas being mined here for Su, and he drops down that lair. Still no third base.
Yeah, he's actually going 2-base layer here. Almost as if that's also what he expects, is some sort of weird mech play, or also get Vitos out super fast to harass.
Now here's the follow-up aggressive push here.
This is what we were talking about earlier. You try to deny that third base. Roach Warren. Su puts everything on the line on this. A Roach timing. He's going to show Evo Chambers at the front.
There's still no third base. There's no drone over there.
Okay, he's not getting it.
No. Good wall at the front. 3 queens right now. But he is bringing down that 1 queen. So low. Targets, of course, the queen with the most energy because it is going to have the most transfused energy. Uses some of that on an inject. Needs that larva to defend and possibly attack. As we still see no third base here for Su.
That Overlord is going to see everything in the main base. And I feel like Maru's starting to get a bit curious. You know, what is coming up? You still don't have a third. Are you really just being safe here? Because it sees the Evos. And sometimes you'll see evolution chambers before the third base. You know, someone really wants to play an upgrade heavy style.
I was about to say, I wouldn't be surprised to see a scan here, and he goes for it. The lair is there.
But he doesn't see whether it's Mutalisk, whether it's Roaches or not.
Yeah.
He might even want to just scan a second time, to be honest, at the natural. Because
he's been denied so much scouting at the front.
Okay, starts a bunker at the front.
He's scared. He's confused, that's for sure. He's going to come over here and see the third base building. But still, it's very late. 9 minutes right now for that third base.
This upgrade timing is perfect. It lines up with the Roach speed. He's going to have so many 1-1 Roaches. The 1-1 for Maru is not far behind, so he's not going to have like an upgrade advantage. But still, his timing is really solid. Okay.
He wants to hide this push. He's not going straight down. He's going all the way around. And that is dangerous because there are so many Roaches here and 10 more on the way. And Maru is definitely confused.
Oh, wow. Thing is, for him, he's just like not taking this seriously. He has like his third command center on the low ground and he doesn't have turrets. Like, what does he think is about to happen? Okay, now he sees the Roaches. It's crunch time, Maru. He's got 1 bunker, barely any Marines here. This might just be the end. Starts a second bunker way too late. Those Marines over here fighting. Only a few of them. They do have stim, but so what? With no combat shields to speak of, 1-1 finishes for him for now. Can he pull off a miracle? That's what we're about to find out because Su looks like he just may take a build order win here from hiding his strategy or not responding at all.
Oh, man. He's
9 drones on the way at home, and he's going into a Hydra's follow-up push if this doesn't kill Maru right out.
Armory just being built here. He's trying to desperately get out that tank. He needs it on the high ground to push this back, but even if he does push it back, look at the supply right now, 133 to 72 and supply blocked. So many supply depots went down. He's building so many over there to try to get back.
Trying to break down that ramp, not happening.
It's not going to happen. And now Su can go over there, deny that third base. He's got this third base. He's going to those Hydras like you were saying.
And he's like, hey, you try to come down here, I'm going to make you regret it. The siege tank on the high ground adds so much extra DPS. It's so important. 7 Ultralists, or not 7 Ultralists, 7 Overlords.
I'm like, whoa.
7 Overlords being made here, and he's going to have all the Remax supply to work with in the world. I don't know why Maru is trying to take these fights away from the siege tank. He's like so desperate to keep these Roaches away from his third base so we can maybe get some SCV production going, so maybe get some better saturation, but now that he's trying to take this fight, there's an Overseer here, and it's too late.
Oh my god.
I think he might just die here.
Has to lift again, and SCV's going down. He's got the stim, but still, like, he just doesn't have the units.
No, he does not. And here come those Roaches right up the high ground. And this is, I mean, he's going to lose all these Roaches, but it's just an overwhelming amount of damage. He's got nearly triple the Harvester count, 66 to 23. There are triple Mules, there are triple SCV production. Maru just types out, he concedes, and Su will be going to the semifinals. He wants that third GSL tournament in a row. It's not a Code S, but it's still a GSL, and he wants to go there.
Very, very nice build out of Su. You have to hand it to him. Use the map, actually. He used that Bridge of Death. If you don't have that, you know, alternate pathway there, you can't hide your units, but he was able to use that, come all the way across the map, using Maru's map choice to his advantage. He's like, okay, I'll go for a build like this, I'll hide it from you, and you will not be ready. I know you're going to play greedy, I know you want to go late again, and I have your number. I have you, says Su.
That was a perfect explanation, Brennan, of what we just saw, and I am impressed with Su today. Impressed more so, to be honest, with San, who was able to get out of this group somehow 4-1, only dropping a single map to Su. the other player who ended up getting out of the group. So this puts us, of course, with 3 Protosses and a Zerg in the finals, or in the final 4, excuse me, being Zest, Su, San, and Parting. So this matchup will start tomorrow at 2 p.m. Korean Standard Time. That's 4 hours earlier than we started today. And then, of course, directly afterwards, we will go into our grand finals. And all of that will take place tomorrow. So a lot of money on the line for these, and a lot of pride. Everyone has a different story here, okay? We've got Zest, the player who just won the last GSL. We've got Su, who lost 2 GSLs back-to-back, but made it there, wants to make it to his 3rd GSL. They've got San, the player coming from Europe, trying to reprove his relevancy comparatively to everybody else in Korea. And then last but not least, you've got Parting, who has, in Korea, almost been ridiculed because he was always trash-talking, always, you know, saying the opposite of what most people expected about him and failing to live up to what he said. And now maybe he can get another tournament win here.
The most interesting matchup for me tomorrow is, you know, Zest versus Su once again. They went at it in the finals of the GSL. They're going to go at it again. And also, I was going to say the most interesting match, but then I was like, but also the other one, San versus Parting, a PvP for San, that's going to be different, and he's got to prove himself against Parting, one of the most aggressive Protosses we have here. That's going to be great.
It's going to be excellent. I'm really, really excited for it. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. It's been a great group of matches, and we'll see you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m., 4 hours early. Be there.